So this is Everly's Build-A-House Box Sport Edition. What do you do with a bunch of extra boxes? Well, you close them the stairs, of course, and make a sweet fort. We're working on it. We've got some holes to finish up here, but this is a pretty sweet box fort. Hello in there, Carter. Got a door that opens with a window. It's pretty sweet. And we have a secret door, a back door to the house. Pretty great job, I'd have to say. Sweet.
So we had a crazy blizzard the other day. There was no snow, and then there was snow. We had like 100-kilometer-an-hour winds like all night. And of course they were coming from the west, from that direction, straight into our garage, which does not have garage doors yet. Blew right up over the wall and filled up our whole house with snow. What a pain in the butt. So I just got going with the leaf blower here. It's blowing out of here pretty good. So I think I'm just gonna kind of blow it over to one of the doors and throw it outside. But holy smokes, that was a wild storm. All right, it's Sunday, back at the house again. Started working on our gas line yesterday. It's this black pipe here. It's 2-inch. We've talked about that before. It's a long way over to the gas meter. So we had to run this big pipe. So I was working on this all day yesterday. And I had a pretty good day on it. It's hard work. I don't quite have the right tools. I have the stand I need, but this threader, it's just from Princess Auto. And it is not strong enough to do 2-inch pipe. I think it's gonna work fine for the 1.25 inch. I need to come off of these tees here with 1.25 inch pipe and then come up over top here, over top of the beam. And the first pipe is gonna pick up the fireplace and then continue on and go out that hole there that the wire comes through. It's not supposed to be wire there. And that'll go out and pick up the barbecue as well. But I think that threader is going to work fine for that pipe. It's this size, way smaller, but it just does not have the power to do the 2-inch. I basically use it to get the die started until the thing runs out of power, and then I use a 3-inch pipe wrench and just Armstrong it the rest of the way. It was a tough day yesterday. I'm pretty sore. And this one, it's just a coupling. I couldn't get the whole length up there in one piece. So I cut it down to 8 feet, and 8 feet was about 4 inches too long. So I had to hammer that thing in there but I got it. Then this next T here is going to go up and over. Same thing. It's going to drop down here, pick up the furnace. I've got this piece started here. I've got the one side threaded, and I've got my cutter on here. This is where I stopped last night. I got tired, and it was pizza was ready at home. Candace makes awesome pizza, so she said it's ready. Okay, I'm done. We'll eat pizza. So that piece is going to come on here. There'll be another T, I think, right in there, and then that's going to come over here, and our boiler is going to mount on the wall right about here beside this stack. So that gas line will come over this way. Then there'll be one more on there that has 2 takeoffs, 2 1.25 inch. There'll be one coming off this way, and that'll come over this way and pick up our cooktop upstairs. And it'll also continue on, and I think I'm going to drill it through the wall right about here, up up in there somewhere. And that'll go through, and that'll pick up this unit heater out in the garage. So I'm missing some fittings, I think. When I'd made my list the other day, I missed a few things. Of course, you're never going to think of everything the first time. It was the same with doing all the duct work. You think you thought of everything until you start doing it, and then you realize how much stuff you forgot. So yeah, that's going to be today. Oh, I should show you outside here too. You've got to come up, and there's going to be a valve right outside the house. So if your house is on fire, the fire department can shut her down. But you also need, they call it a swing. So this is what the outside looks like. It comes up that riser. I've got some footage of me putting that in there. Actually, it was way easier than I thought. And it comes up here and drops down and then goes up. So what this is called the swing, this piece here. So if this decides to move up or down for any reason, this just swings. And it doesn't put any tension on any of your fittings. It just twists these two. So it's pretty clever. There's always a method to the madness with this construction stuff. Yeah, so that's our gas work. I'm gonna try and get that all finished up today here. It's Addie's birthday party today, so I gotta shut it down about 2:30 and go for cake. But we'll keep working till then.
Videoing.
Good. And then you get it tight.
Oh boy, Dad.
Clamp it tight.
Wait.
We'll put on our goop. Tight dope. Sure works better when it's warm. Making a mess, buddy.
Trying to record you. Don't hide it in your hands, Dad.
Sorry, buddy.
Don't hide the pipe in your hands.
Okay, now we'll go put this on over by the furnace over there.
Okay.
This is where this goes. Should have her, bud. Okay, now we need to do the same thing on the boiler.
It's videoing.
Oh, okay. So this is how we cut this pipe without the big fancy tools that the plumbers have. Here's our cutter. Here it is. Open her up. Clamp her down. And around we go.
How much are you getting done?
Oh, a couple more times around. There you go. One more.
Is that metal pipe?
Yep.
Wait, what?
Now we use this thing.
The metal
This
pipe?
is called the reamer. Shove it in the end there. There. There, it takes off that. If you look on this side here, bud, when you use that cutter, oh, no, don't get too close. When you use that cutter, see how it rolls the inside in and leaves that burr there. So this reamer, here, I'll do it over here. That's the before. There, and that's the after. Not too close, buddy. Can't see on the.
I know, I wasn't sticking it up there yet. It just randomly, the
Gotcha.
screen just randomly went black.
Gotcha. Okay. Now the fun part. Not our threader. Oh.
You do have an electric one. Could use the electric one.
It is not strong enough for this big pipe.
Oh.
That'll work on 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch, I think, but nothing more. We got her to bite in. Get some oil on the situation.
Is it working?
Yeah.
Good job, Addie. That's
Hard
hard
work,
to
eh?
do.
That's the thing. Addie's here to help.
Yeah, she's the muscles. I try, Dad?
Yeah, try. You could help too. Oh, man.
Got your shoes.
Okay, I haven't done a little walk around update here in a little while. It's been really cold and crappy here, so I haven't been filming much. Today it's a hurricane out there. It's kind of ugly. I think I'm gonna pack it in here pretty quick. I just did some cleanup today. Brian and I were here. Got the basement all tidied up, got the upstairs all tidied up. I think the guys are coming to drop off the drywall this week here. So I wanted to have everything all, you know, nothing in the way, so they could just sort of throw it down wherever. But we're pretty much ready to go up here. I've got all my backing in for the cabinets. We've got our power for the range hood, for the cooktop. All of our lighting and everything. Oh, I got the vents out, the air intake and the exhaust for the boiler and the furnace. They go out the roof there. So those guys go up there. My brother and I, we were kind of built ourselves a platform up there to plumb that all. Turned out pretty good. Yeah, so Brian and I cleaned this all up here. We're all tidied up. Started on the vapor barrier this week. We're not gonna do regular, we're not gonna do spray foam. Couple of reasons. It's really expensive and we have a gigantic roof. If you ever want to renovate or anything, that stuff is a nightmare. Everything sticks together, you have to chisel it apart, you end up wrecking stuff, end up damaging wires. I've had to move some things in it before and it's no fun. So we're just going with conventional vapor barrier, regular blown-in insulation. We'll put in R60, so really thick insulation. Also this week I did drilled some holes to the outside there to get our exterior receptacles. I just kind of tied them into whatever was close. This one I just tied into the bedroom. That's basically just going to be for the barbecue. If the barbecue needs power, it'll probably just be like the rotisserie or maybe a smoker or something that gets plugged in there. There's another little hole here, it comes in behind the tub. I haven't done that one yet, but that's got to get finished. And oh, that's kind of how we did the wiring too. Do I have one that's not spray foamed? I think I still have one over here. It's not spray foamed yet. But we basically chiseled the foam out all the way to the concrete. Tuck the wire in there, and I just have those nails in there just to kind of hold it to the back until the foam sets, and then just pop those nails out. And yeah, the wire is stuck there permanently. Did a couple things over here. Ran some conduit. This one here goes out. There'll be a TV mounted on the wall there in our little sunroom eventually. So I ran that conduit out through the wall into the box and then down into the basement there. And this will be the same thing. There'll be our office counter will be here. So we'll have a above and below the countertop we have access to whatever internet or whatever cabling we want to do, and then it could all be nice and clean inside the wall. Another one over there. Obviously, my can of spray foam ran out. We'll have to finish that off. But we're pretty much ready for drywall. Just got to finish off the vapor barrier out here. Got a couple days to that, and then everyone's favorite building material, Acousti-Seal, and tuck tape. Get to play with that. So those conduits upstairs, they come down over here. And I think I'm gonna run a couple more. I might run a 2-inch up to the attic from the basement here, in case we ever want to do solar or something like that. Then the conduit's already there, and it'll be really easy to run. So that's where these guys poke out. They just come down. Where's that one? Yeah, it's up there. Maybe you can't see it, but it's behind that that vent there. But yeah, basically we're at that point, ready for drywall. Got everything cleaned up. Gas work is done. Haven't gone over all of that yet. So this was a holy crap, was that a party. Putting in this 2-inch gas line. Yeah. I see why Keen didn't want to do it. It was a lot of work. What did I end up buying? I think it was 63 feet of 2-inch, 146 feet of 1.25 inch, 147 feet of 1.25 inch, 42 feet of 1 inch, and then some 3-inch, 3/4 inch and 1/2 inch nipples and stuff. We went through a whole lot of gas pipe here. But again, because of the meter, let's see, should be able to see it from the kids' bedrooms here. But the meter is all the way over there, way out by the road. You can see the power meter and the gas meter. So with that big pipe, because there's lots of friction in that pipe while the gas is flowing through it, slow it down, make it harder to move. And if your pressure gets too low, your appliances quit working. So that's that. So drywall and vapor barrier will be next. It should be lots of work. Hopefully it warms up a little bit. It's crazy here.